welcome back to Christy's Cooking Channel. Today I'm going to try out my new Phillips air fryer and also use my new French fry maker. There's many ways you can make French fries in your air fryer. I just happen to like the Blue Jean Chef's recipe the best, so that's the one I'll be using today. I'll be using 2 large russet potatoes that I've already peeled. Now this French fry maker slicer has suction cups, as you can see, but my counter is pretty slick, so it may move more than I want it to. But as far as lifting it up, I mean, it doesn't lift up easy. I pretty much have to slide it off the edge of the counter to get it to release. It's got these little knobs here, but it's still hard to pull it up. This one's made out of cast iron, and a lot of people like to mount them, but as you can see, it has real small screw holes, so I wouldn't advise mounting it, but you can if you like. It seems like it would pull off your wall pretty easy with such small mountings. Since it may slide, I'm going to kind of put my hand here for leverage. It's actually easier than I thought. I'm sure sweet potato would not be as easy. This one's a little bit tougher here. That's all right. Just have to put a little weight behind it. The French fry cutter that I have does 1/2-inch cuts. They come in different sizes. I like the 1/2-inch because the French fries do shrink down, and if you go with the 1/4-inch, it just makes them a little too crispy for my liking. But then again, they have all different sizes for a reason. Everyone likes different ones. If you're not familiar with this recipe, you just take 2 to 3 russet potatoes and peel them. You cut them into 1/2-inch sticks, and you'll use 2 to 3 teaspoons of olive or vegetable oil. I have a large pot of salted water that I'm bringing up to a boil, and I'm just going to cook these for about 4 minutes just to parboil them. This is the Phillips air fryer that I just got last night. Haven't used it yet. And it's smaller than the Cook's Essentials that I have, which is fine because I always like to have a second air fryer, mostly for French fries, which is what I use my smaller Cook's Essentials air fryer for mostly. I went ahead and got the little grill pan also. That's what they call the TurboStar. It's supposed to help circulate the heat better. Don't know, this is the first time I've tried it. It does have the little mesh basket, which is removable for easy cleaning. I'm going to coat these in some Sang stir-fry oil. This is just a little measurement cup that has teaspoons on the side. Just want to show you, when you're using something with such a small little cap like this, it looks like you're using a lot of oil, but it takes... See, that's just 1 teaspoon right there. So you really... I'm making a mess. So when you see somebody on here, okay, that's 2 teaspoons. So when you see somebody on here using one of these, it's very popular on YouTube with a little small top, it looks like we're adding a lot of oil, but in reality we're not. After blanching or parboiling for 4 minutes, I went ahead and drained them, and I rinsed them off with cold water. I'm letting them sit in the colander just to drain a little bit longer before I dry them off a little bit with a paper towel. The recipe says to heat the air fryer up for a few minutes at 400 degrees. I like to toss the fries in some Montreal steak seasoning after I've oiled them up. I have it set at 400 degrees. Now the Phillips has a timer on the front, so you can't just open it and cut it off like you can on the Cook's Essentials. It goes by the timer. So what I'm going to do is set it for 12 minutes, and then that way the timer will go off. I'll pull it out, shake it a little bit, and then put it back in for the remaining time. About 3 minutes to go, so I'm gonna go ahead. I couldn't help myself. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at it. Just give them a little shake. And it smells delicious. Go ahead and salt them halfway. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a little kosher salt. go ahead and stick it back in and add the remaining time. It has about 5 minutes to go. I want to check it. I don't like to really shake them too hard until they get a little crispy, because I don't want them to break whenever they, especially if you parboil them or blanch them. They're getting good and crispy though. So far, the only downside I see to this is the timer. I like the Cook's Essentials and a lot of the other ones where you can just open the drawer and it shuts off. So, I mean, that may not be a big deal, but that's the only thing I could say so far that I don't really like about this one. Alright, they look and smell delicious. Good and crispy. I'm going to let them cool off for just a second. You could definitely cook your fries a little bit crunchier. But I kind of like the thick cut fries because they get crunchy on the outside and then they get a little soft and creamy on the inside, I guess you can say. They're still really hot. I've had quite the adventure trying to get a second air fryer. I'll put all the information in the description box. I originally had 3 air fryers and I ended up sending 2 of them back. And it's kind of been a little disaster trying to get a second one. So I'm glad this worked out. I was hoping it wasn't going to be a problem because I sure didn't want to have to send it back and try to get another one. But anyways, like I said, I'll put all the information in the description box if you're curious what happened to the other air fryers that I had. I love French fries so much. A plate of these is all I need for lunch. Oh, they're so good. I like the frozen fries too. I don't have a problem with those. These are so good. These fries turned out just as good as they do in my Cook's Essentials air fryer, so I'm so relieved. With it being a little bit smaller, I was kind of worried, but I would say that I'm happy with my French fry maker and my new Phillips air fryer. And there you have it. Thanks a lot.